today I will show you how I turn Wukong, the great monkey god, into a cybernetic punk, if you will. I basically turned, I basically made a drawing where Wukong has the aesthetic and style of Cyberpunk 2077. So I want to talk you through it, how I did it, why I did it, my thoughts on Wukong, and my thoughts on other stuff. So yeah, let's just get right to it. So I did this idea because when Wukong came out, I was playing Cyberpunk, the Phantom Liberty DLC at the same time, and so I was like, well, why don't I just combine the two ideas into one and make a drawing out of that. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. There's not really any like deep lore behind the reasoning of this drawing. It's just I was playing two different video games and I was like, let me combine the two in a drawing. So you see at the beginning I was really struggling with how to do the line art of this guy, because I've never drawn animals before, and so it was weird drawing a monkey because of how weirdly like humanistic their features are. And so like they have like human like features, but it's like off, and so it throws me off. And so yeah, it was really hard trying to figure out how to draw this monkey. At the same time I was trying to kind of make it look like the Wukong from the Black Myth Wukong, but then I was like, yeah, he's just a monkey, so like I just ignored that design. I ignored trying to like emulate how he looks and just like made my own version of a monkey, or own version of a Wukong, and just went with that. And so after a while I stuck to this one brush that I used to use called the I think it's called like the More pen or the More pen. It's More, but it's like Japanese. But yeah, it's called the More pen, and it's like a milli pen kind of, where it doesn't really have like a lot of pen pressure or like any at all pretty much, and so the lines are all like the same amount of thickness. I really like the pen for like doodling and the like simplified look for the art piece. But after a while, as I was drawing it, I was like, I don't really like how this looks. Like, I love doodling, but I don't like the aesthetic of doodling, if that makes sense. Like, I like how easy it is to use this brush, and I like how simple everything looks, or how simple it makes everything feel, but I don't like how the actual brush itself makes my art look. That's not what I wanted to convey. And so I ended up, you'll see it here in a second, I ended up basically redoing Wukong and the big baby man with a whole different pen that I found on the Clip Studio shop. It was called the Moon pen. I don't know how I found it. I think it was like on my recommended pens, like when I first opened up like the Clip Studio software. And so I found it on like the homepage, and I tried it out because I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm in a state where I'm struggling right now, so might as well try anything, right? I actually had a lot of fun doing the line work for this drawing, because for some reason I enjoyed doing the cybernetic parts and like trying to figure out like what part should be like cyberpunky or not. I like doing the hair for the monkey. Like I don't know, I really enjoy the line work for this. And I especially enjoyed the line work when I drew the big Buddha baby guy, which I've even talked about him. He's a boss from Wukong. He's like one of the first bosses you can fight in Wukong. I don't know his actual name, but it was like one of the few fights in Wukong I actually enjoyed. But I just call him the big Buddha baby guy, because he's like a big man child toddler looking thing to me. But he's really cool. I thought his fight was cool in Wukong, And that was probably one of the very few times I actually had fun with Wukong, because I actually ended up, this drawing is pretty old. Like, it's like I finished this like 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5. But in that time frame of those 2 weeks, I actually ended up quitting Wukong. Yes, I am a quitter. I am a giver upper. Because that game was just not fun to me. I just did not. I stopped enjoying it, or I don't think I've ever enjoyed it. Like I said with the Buddha boss baby, he was like one of the very few moments where I actually enjoyed the game. There was maybe like 2 other bosses that I actually enjoyed fighting out of like what 50, and so I questioned after a while. I was questioning myself, and I was like, why am I still playing this if I'm not enjoying it? My life is like life in general is too short for me to be doing things that I don't like or enjoy. So why would I keep trying to play this just because I bought the game? It's like I just gotta take the L with that purchase and move on. And that's what I did, because I quit that game. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. So yeah, I ended up quitting Wukong. I think it's a beautiful game. I think it's a very beautiful game. A lot of art pieces. I love the art direction of it. I love a lot of the boss designs and enemy designs even. The clothes you can wear as Wukong, very dope, all very cool. It's just the gameplay itself was what was bothering me a lot. It just wasn't fun. It didn't feel like fluid or responsive. A lot of the boss mechanics were a little BS in my opinion, but it's kind of hard to have an opinion on games like this, on like games that are supposed to be like advertised as like, oh, this is hard, because then the gaming community will get on you and be like, oh, it's a skill issue. Like, you don't really you don't have a valid, your opinion is not validated because you didn't beat the game or because you're complaining about difficulty. So it's a you problem, not a game problem. It's like, no, that's not how it works. People can have an opinion on something without it being just, oh, I'm mad at this thing, it's pissing me off. But people. But yeah, I didn't enjoy the game. But one thing I did enjoy, Phantom Liberty, man. The Cyberpunk DLC, Phantom Liberty. Oh my god, I've never experienced such a like almost 10 out of 10 experience just like that. Cause man, that DLC had me hooked. I was playing it like damn near every day. Cause I just wanted to continue the story. But yeah, I really love the DLC. I think Cyberpunk or CD Projekt Red, they nailed it out of the park with that one. Rightfully so too, because the Witcher DLCs, 10 out of 10s. The Witcher main game, basically a 10 out of 10. Cyberpunk itself, Cyberpunk the base game, that's like a solid like 8 for me. Yeah, it's like a solid 8 with the whole like new update and how they like changed how like the skill tree and gameplay works. That's like a solid 8. Before it was like a 7, now it's like an 8. But yeah, I love the DLC. I actually want to do another piece solely focused on the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty DLC, and I want to talk about it more, make another video and post it on the channel, because I need to start posting more. But yeah, back to the actual drawing, because that's what some people came for, not just me yapping. But yeah, so with the drawing, as you see, I redrew Wukong and I redrew the big blue baby in the moon brush, and then I gave them a thick outline to make them stand out a little bit more. But I kind of regret that, because I've been struggling, much like any other artist. I've been struggling with like trying to find my style or my thing when it comes to art, or like finding what like works for me, because like whenever I draw, I always have like a grace period where I'm like, this drawing is like, it's buttons, it's not good. And then like a month later, or like even like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, I'll be like, hey, that drawing actually wasn't that bad at all. But it's still never what I wanted, And so I'm trying to figure out what I want in my art. And I think I need to tone it back a little bit. There's like a lot going on in my art. once you see the final piece, the final like version, it's just like it's cool, it's detailed, super cool, but like it's just like too much. There's something about it that's too much. I like simple stuff. Like there's like rim lighting on the monkey and the Buddha guy, the purple and like turquoise rim lighting, or like cyan. You got the lighting on the on his right side, the monkey's right side, or our left. I don't know how that works. The part where his like hand is like coming to the camera, the big hand. That's like the lighting is like super bright and like saturated. And then there's like another layer of shading. It's like subtle, but it's still like that's already like too much. Like you see it with it's mainly on the left, on his like other leg, the big leg, with the rim lighting, the like darker parts of his pants and stuff. And then it's like a little bit on the edge of the lighting on the other arm. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And then like the thick outline of him, and then I added the white outline of him. And then I did pretty much the same stuff for the blue baby guy, which I actually like. One thing I think that was my favorite part about this drawing was the purple lighting on the blue guy. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know, I kind of knocked it out of the park with that one. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did pretty good on that. Kudos to me. But yeah, the lighting on him, or the details on him is like it's cool. A lot of detail, but more is not always good. Sometimes less is more, you know. And so I think that's what my brain is telling me when it comes to my art specifically. Now with your art or with somebody else's art, everyone is different. Everyone wants to do their own thing. Everyone wants to try different things and do whatever. I think this is, for me personally, I need to tone it back a little bit, because I keep thinking like I'm not doing enough. But maybe the true answer to my problems is that I'm doing too much. And that's a life lesson for you, honestly. You're doing too much in life. Maybe you're not. Wait, hold on. maybe you need to do a little less to really find get some stress off you and get some peace. But yeah, so let me I want to talk through the drawing for a bit. So he's wearing all yellow because I got inspired off of David Martinez's like yellow jacket from Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the main character. Great show. I hope they do like some more with the Cyberpunk universe, because I think it'd be really interesting. I think the whole world that they built is really interesting, and they could definitely do a lot with that. They could just focus on different characters each season. Honestly, that's how I would do it, at least. But anyway, yeah, so the yellow is from David's jacket from Edge Runners, and then the monkey was gonna have purple pants, because to me yellow and purple go together. But for some reason, I changed his pants to yellow because I wanted like a Kill Bill-esque thing going there. And I like the full body like yellow suit, and so I changed it to yellow. The design of the little like arm plate that's like close to the camera, that's actually from V's jacket, the main character in the Cyberpunk game. V, they have like a jacket with like little like, I don't know, like Lego circles on it. I don't know what those are supposed to be, but I put those on the arm plate to as far as the design. The hand that's on the ground, that was actually, I took inspiration from the gorilla arms in Cyberpunk, the game. I took inspiration from the gorilla arms because, gorilla, primate, ape, monkey, they're pretty much like the same thing. And I realized after the fact that I didn't draw his tail. I completely forgot about his tail, which that's fine. He's just gonna be, instead of a monkey, he's gonna be an ape or a chimp. And so yeah. And then his metal arm is inspired off of Johnny Silverhand's arm, the design a little bit, with the little like two spiky elbow things. I don't know what those are for. But yeah. And then I made his like staff thing kind of like a lightsaber a little bit at the end. It's supposed to be like energy little beam things coming out on the ends of it. That's why there's like lightning around it, and that's why they're like the only thing that has like colored line work on it. But yeah. And then for the big baby guy, his hair is inspired off of one of the hairstyles from Cyberpunk. I thought that looked like really punk-ish or like very like antagonistic, and it kind of fit his already design because he has like needles in his head, I think, that like have like he's like bleeding gold blood or whatever, and he's like needles in his head. So I was like, oh, let me instead of needles, let me do like the spiky hairstyle thing. And then his faceplate is inspired off of the Maelstrom gang from Cyberpunk. That those guys have like a lot of, their whole deal is that they're like really heavy on cybernetics and like augmenting their bodies, and all of them pretty much have like a messed up metal robotic face like that. And I'm pretty sure that one is inspired off of like the main guy, or like the main leader of the Maelstrom. So yeah, there's that. And I didn't really change much about his design other than that. I mean, I gave his like arm like a little cybernetic wiring thing, but other than that, he didn't really change that much because one, he was not the focus of this drawing, and then two, there's no two. That was pretty much it. But yeah. And then you see the rocks, you know, kind of like framing around the blue guy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the drawing. I don't really have much else to say about it. I enjoyed the drawing. All in all, I think it took me like probably like 20 hours if I had to guess, because I kept backtracking and like redoing a lot of things. Because if you really look at this the video slowly, I like restarted like 3 or 4 times. So that definitely took some time out of the production of this drawing and video. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the drawing. More videos coming soon. All in all, I give this drawing a solid, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a solid 8, maybe like a 7.8. But I give it an 8 because I think I did pretty all right. It's just I think I did too much with it. I did pretty good, but it was too good. Nah, it was just a lot. It's just a lot going on with the shading and the lighting, and it just yeah, it doesn't work for me personally. And another issue before I go, another issue that I see is that I saw is that it just feels like stiff. There's no like movement in it. It just feels like very rigid and stiff, and like I don't know how to explain it, but obviously I position them in the way that they are, but it just feels like they're action figures instead of like they were caught in the moment of something, you know? I don't know how to explain it. I hope that makes sense. But I definitely do want to work on like motion in my art and like movement, and you know, making them feel a little alive, you know? I mean, I know they're drawings, but they're my drawings. I don't want them to be soulless, empty vacuums. I want them to have life. I want them to convey something to the audience other than just like, ooh, I look cool, you know? But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the next couple videos, who are coming who knows when. But you'll know when if you subscribe and you know, click the bell to get notified on the next updates and uploads. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you have other ideas that you think would be cool for me to do. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.